Good morning, Greenlight the Day family. I am Kelly Roth. Welcome. I have had this book. It is from the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, Life Lessons for Women by Stephanie Marston. I've had it for over 10 years. I've lent it to friends and I refer back to it often. Man, this book has played many roles in my life, and I am grateful to it in so many ways. This is an interactive book. It asks you questions, asks you to do writing, and when I received this book as a gift, I got right down to it. And one of the things that it asked me to do was to pick the 5 most influential people in my life and to write them a letter and express that to them. And I did. And I am so grateful that I did because 3 out of the 5 are no longer with us on this earth. So I have lived my life trying not to leave anything left unsaid, but I am so grateful that I went the extra step and the extra mile as to put it down on paper, how they imprinted and left such a mark on how I became me. Anyway, I'm going to take a quote from the book, and change occurs most readily from a foundation of acceptance and support. A committed, nurturing relationship with yourself is essential. The only way you will create a life you love is with one caring, compassionate act at a time. You have to love and appreciate yourself into wholeness. You need to be there for yourself if you're going to change the things in your life that are robbing you of living your best life. I acknowledge and accept myself for who I am. People often ask me, have you always been this positive, Kelly? Have you always been this sure of yourself? And I believe early on in my life, because of the life that I've led and the obstacles that were put in front of me, I am a product of my experiences. I have been fairly sure of myself, but I have also exercised, how do I say, I've put into practice a healthy self-esteem. I have put into practice positive self-talk. But there's always growth. I am always learning and learning so much from you all. I am always watching, paying attention, trying to take it all in, trying to be open for what else is there to learn. And I feel like this last 6 months to a year has just been a huge growth spurt for me, emotionally and spiritually. And I was writing. I'm a writer in a sense that I've been journaling my whole life too. And I wrote something to myself this weekend, and it was just, I feel like I'm going to read it to myself often to remind myself that the obstacles are in my mind and not so much, or the choices that I make are just that. I always have a choice. I can make different choices. I hope this makes sense to you. Anyway, I'm going to read to you what I wrote, and maybe it'll make more sense to you. So much potential, yet so many obstacles. Are there really? Or have we put the obstacles up ourselves? I feel like I am at a turning point in my life. Like this is a year for major changes. I just don't know what they will be. Yet my soul knows so deeply that this is to be true. I have done the work. I am open and ready now. It's in God's hands and God's time. I spent so many years and so much energy praying and wishing for things, valuable, worthy things, but so much energy wasted on frustration, impatience, and envy. At this stage of my life, it is about looking within, being happy with what I have, working on being a better me, and controlling the human emotional responses that we are socialized to have. Not wanting for things I don't need, hell, not wanting for things. For me, at this stage of my life, it all boils down to love, happiness, spirit, loyalty, friendship, intimacy, connection, understanding, fun, laughter, health, all free, yet all priceless. When I reread these things to myself, I have to remember that whenever I've given things up to God and let it go, everything that's supposed to happen has happened. And maybe it wasn't the outcome that I wanted, but in the end, it was what was supposed to be. And I have to trust. And what I've learned is that it's easy to trust when things are going well. It's easy to have faith when things are great. But it's in the difficult times that faith is most important. And what I have always tried to instill in my children is that when I have God, or when they have God, they'll never be alone. You'll never be alone. And man, I spent so many years feeling so alone when I was younger. And now I know I never will be alone. That's such a comfort to me. And all those years that I spent wishing for this and wishing for that, or how come they have this and they have that and I don't have that, and feeling like I deserve that and I work hard, and the envy, and it was ugly. And life and age and lessons have they've taught me, I've learned so many things. Just what's ever supposed to happen will happen. And I need to be grateful for what I have. I need to stop looking at what everybody else has and just be grateful for what I have. There's always somebody that may have more, but there's always somebody that has less. And I want to be content with what I have. I want to learn to be in the moment. I want to bring it all back to love. So I hope that this has helped. I hope it's not confusing, because this is where I'm at today. So have a great day, guys, and go greenlight your day.